ナ 浄土真宗の生活信条、一つ御仏の誓いを信じ、尊い皆を唱えつつ、強く明るく生き抜きます。一つ御仏の光を仰ぎ、常に我が身を顧みて、感謝のうちに励みます。一つ御仏の教えに従い、正しい道を聞き分けて、誠の実りを広めます。一つ御仏の恵みを喜び、互いに敬い助け合い、社会のために尽くします。ナマンダナマンダナンマンダナマンダナンマンダナマンダスナンマンダナンマンダナンマンダナンマンダ。
Please join me in Gassho. The deep mind is to believe deeply and decidedly that Amida Buddha's 48 vows grasp sentient beings, and that allowing yourself to be carried by the power of the vow, without any doubt or apprehension, you will attain birth. Chapter on Shinjin. 二つには欠如して深くかの阿弥陀仏の四十八願は至上を生受して疑いなくおもんぱかりなくかの願力に乗じて定めて往生うと信ずとナマンダムナンマンダスナマンダスナマンダス。Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well as we kick into the summer season and the sun is out and the evenings are getting a little bit, the sun does not set until much later in the evening, so it's a lot of fun out there right now. Every year, a group from the Tacoma City College exchange students from Kitakyushu, Japan, will come to perform the Soranbushi for our Obon Odori, which is usually in August, the first weekend of August. Unfortunately, this year the Obon Odori will not take place, nor with the Hatsubon service will it take place. Instead, we will be having a virtual Obon in which we will post up the Obon festival and the Hatsubon service as well on August 1st for the Tacoma Buddhist temple. But nevertheless, we are not going to have a physical Obon, an in-person Obon here, which is very unfortunate. But every year, though, however, there's a group of the students from the Tacoma City College come to help out as volunteers and also as the kitchen staff as well. And last year I was invited to they had a 10-year reunion, 10-year anniversary celebration, and members of the community as well as various homestay families are participated in this event with a dinner. And during this evening, one female student was asked to kind of give a speech, like, her kind of experience and explaining all the things that she did. And she was very slow to get to the stage because she was walking with crutches and had a cast on her foot. So everybody was kind of like wondering, what happened here? And she began her speech by explaining that when she first arrived in America, her belongings were stolen along with her student visa and passport. So she had to spend many days taking the bus over and going over to the Japanese consulate in Seattle, which is not easy to get to if you know what I'm talking about. And she had to file the paperwork to renew her stolen documents, and she had to go there over and over again. And in addition, on a trip to Las Vegas, she fell and broke her foot. And she was forced to undergo some serious operations as well as physical therapy during her time here to recover from her injury. Not your typical foreign exchange student experience, I would say. And she said that at one point she wanted to give up and go back to Japan, and that she really hated it here because of her experiences. Over time, however, she realized how much the people around her helped and supported her. Her homestay mother washed her clothes, for example. Her friends would hold her books for her and take her to classes while she was on a wheelchair. She grew close with the physical therapists, the doctors, and the hospital staff here. And she received much support and emotional care from her host family and school staff as well. All of these people helped her get through her situation, and it is in realizing this that she grew much stronger than before she came to America. The experiences that she had during her time here were all ways for her to grow and learn much about herself and how to cope with life's problems. And she was grateful for being given this opportunity, she said. Her emotional speech made me think of what our purpose in this life really is. Is it simply to enjoy the pleasures that this world has to offer? Is it about earning a name for oneself and establishing a lasting legacy where everyone will remember you, even for ages to come? Right? Is it about accruing a bunch of stuff? Things that you cannot take with you once you die. The Buddha Dharma teaches us to try and look past these things. The purpose of life is not to grow attached to such things as certain pleasures in this life. It is not to cling to oneself by trying to create an eternal self, nor is it simply to possess things. Rather, this life ultimately is about learning that one cannot live without the help of others. In other words, one is allowed to live because of the countless causes and conditions, which include people, right, supporting that person. Recently in the news, we see just how much we need each other, just how much our actions affect one another. When you wear a mask, it's not about your freedom getting impinged. It's not about your freedom that's getting taken away. It has everything to do with caring for others and letting them know that you know that we are all in this together. You can help spread the coronavirus at a much faster rate if you did not have the mask on as opposed to if you did. You are looking out for others, and they are doing the same when they are wearing their masks. In fact, you could think of it in this way. Whenever I wear a mask, think that I am wearing a kind of signboard that says, thank you, right? Thank you to the doctors and nurses out there on the front lines, working those gruesome hours and dealing with death head on. Thank you to the grocery store clerks who are risking themselves whenever they go to work. Thank you to the garbage disposal folks out there every week. Thank you to other people who are wearing their masks. And also thank you to everyone who is contributing to my livelihood, but I possibly cannot come to recognize who they all are. That is essentially what you're doing when you wear a mask. These are kind of, I have my mask here, but these are essentially thank you masks, right? You might as well put on a mask and write the words thank you on them, right? Copyright pending. But so when other people are wearing masks, they're doing their part in saying thank you to others as well. They understand the situation at hand, and they are saying thank you to the world also. And when we see people who aren't wearing their masks, well, they haven't quite come to that understanding yet, right? And to this, I won't really say anything other than to say that there is that common phrase, you won't get love unless you give love. This isn't about freedom. This is about recognizing that we are all in this together. So again, returning back to my point earlier, this life ultimately is about learning that one cannot live without the help of others. In other words, one is allowed to live because of the countless causes and conditions. One is allowed to live, right? It's a very interesting phrase. We here in America are taught to avoid the passive tense, even in writing. I was told this in college all the time, in high school too. Avoid the passive tense, right? In Japanese, this grammatical point is called ukemi, which is the passive voice, and it has its place in the Japanese language. But it's not like we don't have the passive tense either, right? We use it. We might de-emphasize it, but we have it nonetheless. And I think it's something that we could keep in mind as we think about how our lives are being impacted by people around us, as well as how we impact the lives of those around us as well. So here it would be the Japanese phrase, ikasarete iru, which means we are enabled to live, or I am able to live because of all others. Ikasarete iru. When I come to understand this, I now see that it is actually compassionate activity that flows through all of reality. It supports and embraces me, and always has. One is never alone in compassion. And that is why in Shin Buddhism we say the phrase, Amida Buddha is always with you. Amida Buddha is the personification of this true reality of great compassion. Amida Buddha tries to get us to understand that we will be okay in this life because we are always embraced in great compassion. Amida Buddha embraces all of life, including the one that I live. Please join me in Gassho. The deep mind is to believe deeply and decidedly that Amida Buddha's 48 vows grasp sentient beings, and that allowing yourself to be carried by the power of the vow without any doubt or apprehension, you will attain birth. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namman Nabs Namman Nabs Namman Nabs Namman Nabs.
I am a link of Amida's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace.